Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about book recommendations for beginner witches. So I'm not an expert, but I've read a couple of books and have a couple of opinions, so I thought I could share them with you. And well, what I find hard is that as a beginner, sometimes it's hard to find the right book that answers your question. So there are a lot of great books, but they talk about different stuff. Some talk more in depth, others are more like basic. So I was hoping that I could give you some guidance to find the right books for you. I will start just right away because I don't really have anything else to say. There's no particular order. So yeah, let's start. The first book that I have is The Practical Witches Spellbook by Sillicon Greenleaf. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but this is it. This is a very good introduction to witchcraft. It talks about tools, about the Sabbaths, about magical correspondences, so about colors, days of the week, the hours of the day, the planets. So this is a very good basic book. It doesn't have a lot of information, so it doesn't go super in depth about the topics, but I feel like it's a really good start to learn about it, to start building your own spells. It also has a lot of spells for you to already try, and it has very beautiful illustrations, and it's a very easy read. So yeah, setting up your altar. Yeah, it's really good. I really love this book. This was from my wife, so thank you. This was also from my wife. It's Light Magic for Dark Times from Lisa Marie Basil. And this is a very therapeutic book. This is more about rituals and spells, but they're very simple. It doesn't even talk about casting a circle. It has a lot of spells for healing, for self-love. It has a chapter that it's called Last Minute Light, Magic for Bathroom Stalls, Crying Corners, and Emergencies. So I love that. This is a very good book if you're a beginner witch, just to start working with your own energy and start doing harmless and beginner-friendly spells and rituals, basically. And now I have this book. It's by Amy Golden. This book is actually two books in one. The first book is Witchcraft. What you need to know about witchcraft, Wicca, and paganism, including Wiccan beliefs, white magic spells, and rituals. And the second part is called Wicca, an essential guide to understanding witchcraft, magic, and spells for beginners. But I love this book. It has a lot of information about building your own spells, correspondences. It's very well written. So again, I really like this book. And you can buy them separately. I will show you how they look like. That's the first book, Witchcraft, again by Amy Golden. And the second one is Wicca by Amy Golden. So that's how they look. Next we have Wicca. I believe this is called the Complete Book of Witchcraft. I'm not sure, I have it in Spanish. And it's by Raymond Buckland. This is a great book. This is more of a textbook, and it talks more about religion. It talks about the origins of paganism, the origins of Wicca, about rituals, about having your altar, I really like this book. It's easy to read, and yeah, like I said, it's pretty much a textbook. So at the end of every chapter, there's a couple of questions for you to like study what you learned. And I really like this book. This is pretty much a staple. Another staple that I unfortunately do not have, a guide for the solitary practitioner. That's the book. I've heard really good things. Scott Cunningham is a very well-respected guy in the Wiccan and spiritual community. So I will probably be reading this soon. Another book that I got from my wife is The Crystal Code. This talks about magic. No. This talks about crystals. It talks about magic too a little bit, but this is everything you need to know about crystals, about pendulums, how to cleanse your crystals, how to charge your crystals, how the crystals work. And it has a part where it talks about the crystal, like each crystal, what it is for, kind of like a general description of what it does, what it's known for. Then you have physical healing, which chakra it's related to, and source, so where does it come from. I really like this book. However, it doesn't have every single crystal in the world, but that's okay because we still have the internet. The next book I want to show you is Psychic Witch by Matt Oren. I don't know if I pronounced that right or wrong, but yeah. I've only heard great things about this book. This book is more about opening your third eye, opening your intuition. It talks about how being a witch and a psychic are very connected. So one thing why I think a lot of people love this book, it has information, it has exercises, but it also has sources. So everything that he's saying, a lot of it is scientifically so it's not just him talking and saying, yeah, this is this because I said so. No, he has sources and he explains why, which I like a lot. And I love this book. I haven't read all of it because I'm going really slowly, like I'm going through chapter through exercise. So I would say that's a good book to practice for like a year or even a little bit longer. I have one last recommendation, and that is Anything by Lisa Chamberlain. I really like her. It's very beginner friendly, so if you're starting, you can learn pretty much about anything you want from her books. She has books about crystals, about herbs, about paganism and Wicca, about witchcraft, about correspondences. She has books, I believe, about even elemental magic, but I'm not completely sure. And the good thing about it is that if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read all of her books for free, or most of her books. I mean, not for free, but you know, in the subscription. And you can also get this book in the Kindle Unlimited subscription. So that was it for my recommendations, and obviously there are so many books and so many more amazing authors, but I hope this was a good guide for you, that you could find a good recommendation. Give me please your suggestions in the comments down below about other books. Tell me what you think about the books that I already showed you, if you like them, if you do not like them. And if you have any suggestion for a future video, please let me know. And next week I'm going to be uploading a video about deity work and my experience with deity work, so stay tuned for that. Click the subscribe button and the little bell so that you never miss any of my videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate it. I'm sending you a big kiss, and I will see you next time. Bye.